Hey, it's Quadix here. I'm here with the next part of What If Deku had the Sharingan. Um, I'm planning a collab with Unknown. I'm recording this on the 22nd. I don't know when this will be going out. Uh, but it's gonna be kind of like a 4K thing. Although the new series was supposed to be the 4K special, I didn't title it 4K special or anything. Um, so yeah, that should be coming out soon. And the what if is gonna be what if Naruto was trained by Kurama, and Naruto is gonna be reverse summoned into the fox summoning world and stuff. Shisui's gonna have to have a little sister. Also, she's gonna be the ship, and I don't think I missed anything. Anyways, get this video to 300 likes and I'll upload the next part. Check out my other quality what ifs. The links to playlist of all the what ifs I've done will be in the description. Check out the community tab. I use that for polls to select what videos I do and what things occur in those videos. Please like, comment, Q, or any other comments you may have, like what if suggestions. What if Naruto was trained by Kurama was a what if suggestion I got. Also, I respond to all comments if you hadn't noticed. So yeah, if you have any questions, just ask. Make sure you're subscribed, and let's get into the story. For the next month, Izuku and Ojiro kept sparring and getting stronger together, with Itsuka visiting from time to time. At first, Ojiro had the advantage in most of their matches, but Izuku kept on improving until he became as strong as Ojiro. In fact, he won at their last sparring match, after an intense battle that even Daisuke was content with. When it was time for Izuku to go to the next dojo, both Ojiro and Izuku were sad, especially Izuku because Ojiro was Izuku's first real friend. He never had such a bond like this and was really sad to leave the dojo, leaving Daisuke, Ojiro, and Itsuka behind. However, he knew that he had to become stronger to pass the UA entrance exam. "Do you really have to go, Midoriya?" Ojiro asked, to which Midoriya nodded and said, "I'm sorry, Ojiro, but I have a goal to achieve and I can't stop. No, not after what the people who support me did for me. I have to train to become the #1 applicant in UA." "Wait, you're going to UA too?" Ojiro yelled in shock. He didn't think that Izuku was also applying to UA. "Yes, I want to become a great hero, one who will be able to save everyone with a smile, like All Might. Going to UA is the first step of my dream coming true," Izuku said with a smile. "That's a great dream to achieve there, as expected from someone like you, Midoriya. I want to go to UA to become a hero who will also save people, but I'll also want to hone my fighting skills so that later I can open my own dojo to train the next generation of heroes like Kendo Sensei." "That's a pretty nice dream too. I guess we'll meet again in 7 months," Izuku replied, as he thought that Ojiro had quite a noble dream. Here, this is my number so that we can call each other," Ojiro said as he gave Izuku his number. "Train well, and let's both get strong together and go to UA," Izuku said with determination as he held his fist. "Right back at you. From now on, you're my rival, Midoriya. So let's push each other to the top." Oh, I'm sorry, Ojiro, but you have to be equal strength to be rivals. Ojiro replied, he didn't say that. Ojiro replied before fist bumping Izuku's fist. After the declaration, the two sparring partners parted away. Izuku waved a goodbye to Ojiro, while the latter was determined to avoid falling behind his rival and surpassing him. Meanwhile, a certain orange-haired girl was smiling as she heard the whole conversation. "He's going to UA, you know. Don't you want to tell him that you're planning on going too?" Daisuke asked. "No, right now I don't stand a chance against him or Ojiro, so I want to train first and surprise him by going there. Then we can have our match in the sports festival," Itsuka replied. "And then you can tell him that you like him and confess your feelings," Daisuke said with a smirk. "What? No, I barely know him, Grandpa," Itsuka replied with a blush as she frowned at her grandfather. You barely come to my dojo, yet this month you came here more than 10 times to spar with them and talk with them, even though he is stuttering and shy around you all the time, Daisuke said while laughing and ignoring what Itsuku was saying at the moment. Izuku Midoriya, this kid is definitely going places, Daisuke thought with a smile on his face. The Taekwondo dojo. Izuku Midoriya, I've been waiting for you, an old man said with enthusiasm. The said man was tall and had brown and gray hair, which was natural considering his age. His eyes were a pretty rare color as they happened to be yellow. You know my name? Izuku asked, surprised by the fact that this guy knew his name. Yes, my friend Daisuke told me a lot about you. I'm Hayato Mori, and for the next 3 months, I'm going to teach you all I know about Taekwondo. Thank you very much, Mori-sensei. Izuku looked at Mori. Sure, he was a bit old, but his age could be easily hidden by his energetic attitude. He was surely the most passionate person Izuku met besides All Might. He was also surprised that Mori and Daisuke knew each other. It's a small world, he thought and shrugged it off. Now, come on, attack me. Excuse me, sensei? Did you just ask me to attack you? Yes, now come on. There's no countdowns in a real battle. Izuku then rushed at Mori trying to land the punch, but Mori was easily able to dodge by moving his head slightly. That's not good enough. You'll need to be more flexible, Midoriya. Izuku proceeded to try land a roundhouse kick, but Mori dodged it by ducking under the kick. Your strikes have to be sharper, like this, Mori said as he pinned in the air and kicked Midoriya's side, which made Izuku fall on the ground. Also, from now on, you'll have to use your legs. You can only use your hands when sparring against me to make it fair. Other than that, you're mainly using your legs, Mori pointed out. Yes, Mori-sensei, Izuku replied. That's the spirit. 3 months later, Izuku learned Taekwondo with relative ease thanks to his Sharingan and his new physical shape. Mori even helped Izuku develop his own signature attack and was able to help Izuku with his low self-esteem and lack of confidence, as Daisuke told him about it. However, Mori-sensei was a strict teacher and sparring with him proved to be a really hard task, as Izuku was never able to beat him no matter how hard he tried. But now was the time for Izuku to go to the final dojo. Speaking of his physical shape, Izuku was now standing at 5.7 feet with six packs and an overall muscular body. Of course, All Might made sure that Izuku doesn't become bulky by all means, so that he could maintain a good level of agility and flexibility. Izuku was also able to use his Sharingan to scan his muscles and see if he was overworking himself, as All Might warned him about overworking. Midoriya, Mori called for Izuku. Yes, Mori-sensei, Izuku replied. Midoriya, my boy, I have nothing left to teach you. From now on, you have to hone your skills, as you'll face many opponents. So remember, always keep your spirit high, Mori said as Izuku got ready to leave. Just know that if you ever want to train here again, my dojo will always be open for you. Thank you very much, Mori-sensei. I'll never forget your offer and your teachings. Goodbye, Midoriya. I know you will get into UA and become a great hero. No, the greatest hero. I'm gonna actually go measure my height after this. I think I'm 5'7". I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm 5'7". I'll go check later, after I'm done recording. Dogoba Beach. Izuku was running early on the sand while lifting All Might in his muscle form, which was no small feat, considering the man weighed 562.2 pounds. You've improved so much during the past few months, young Midoriya. It's only a matter of time now before you're ready to inherit One for All, All Might said with his usual smile. It's all thanks to you and my sensei, All Might, but I'll still have a long way to go, Izuku replied while trying to focus on his breathing. That is true. You're supposed to go to the weapons art dojo today, right? Did you find a good dojo? All Might asked. Yes, Mori-sensei suggested one. He said it was the best, Izuku replied. Those are good news. How about your Sharingan? Any improvements? All Might questioned as he got off Izuku, who was now doing sit-ups. Yeah, I increased my time limit and I'm much better at using it now. Honestly, it's much easier now to use it, although there are no signs for any awakenings yet, Izuku replied. It's alright, young Midoriya. I'm sure you'll be able to get the hang of it in no time, All Might replied. Right. Just do 150 push-ups and start moving those cars. After that, it'll be end of your training for the day, All Might exclaimed. Yes, sir, Izuku replied. After the training session, Izuku and All Might in his skinny form sat on the beach after All Might bought ice cream for the two of them, since it was a sunny day. Are you excited to go to UA? All Might asked. Yeah, it's been my dream since I was a little kid. I always dreamt about going to UA and becoming a hero who would save everyone with a smile, Izuku said. I'm happy that you're on the track of realizing your dream, All Might said. Thanks, my mom is also more supportive, now that I have my own quirk, Izuka exclaimed. Young Midoriya, you always mention your mother in conversations, but you never mention your father. May I ask why? All Might said as he handed Izuku his ice cream. Oh, it's just that my father works overseas to provide us the money my mother and I need, so I don't remember him at all. To be honest, All Might, I'm glad I met you, because with you, I was finally able to see what it's like to have a father, Izuku said with a blush as he ate his ice cream. All Might was just shocked at the revelation and didn't know how to respond. There was a moment of silence before Izuku spoke again. I'm sorry, All Might, that was actually awkward. Just... Young Midoriya, no, Izuku. I also think of you as the son I never had, All Might explained with a smile. Izuku was touched by this. He felt like he was blessed and he just couldn't believe how much his life has changed. Thank you, Izuku murmured. Yo, All Might's phalanx gang strong. The weapons arts Jojo. Dojo. This is it. This is finally the last dojo, Izuku said as he was now in front of the dojo. Mori-sensei recommended that one, so I'm sure I'll be able to learn a lot from here. Izuku entered the dojo where he found a gentle old man waiting for him. That said man had an average height, gray hair, and his eyes color were black. It seems like he had some scars on his arm and hand. Hello, I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I came here to train and learn how to fight with a staff. Are you perhaps Kurogane-sensei? I closed my dojo a long time ago, but when I heard about you from my friends and how highly they spoke of you, I decided to take one final student. Sakonji Kurogane, and I'll be your sensei for the next 3 months, Izuku Midoriya, Karagune said as he threw a wooden staff to Izuku. I'll teach you how to fight with a staff and many weapons. I have to warn you though, my training is strict and you might wish to quit. However, I have high expectations for you. I will do my best, Kurogane-sensei, Izuku replied as he held the staff. Then let's start right now, Midoriya. 2 months later, Izuku was wearing a blindfold, holding a staff as he had to block Kurogane's attack. You need to concentrate more, Kurogane said as he hit Izuku on his head with his staff. Ouch! But it really hurts. How can I hit you when I can't see you, Kurogane-sensei? You have to rely on your other senses. You must feel the wind around you, clear your head, and concentrate. Izuku tried his best to concentrate, only to receive another smack on his head. Again! Yes, Kurogane-sensei. Ouch! Izuku replied but got smacked again. Concentrate on your breathing. By controlling your breath, you will be able to concentrate more, Karagune explained. Yes, Karagune-sensei. Izuku replied but was smacked on his head once again. That's the end of today's training. We're going to the forest by the mountains next week. We need to change your training environment and also increase the level of your training, Karagane explained. And here, I thought that Mori-sensei training was the hardest, Izuku thought with a sweat drop before replying. Alright, I'll make sure to ask my parents first before accepting, Izuku replied. Yes, you should do that, Kurogane said, agreeing with the boy. The next week came up rather quickly. Izuku asked his mom and All Might if he could go, and luckily for him, they both gave him the yes. He prepared his bags and went to Kurogane's dojo. Are you all packed up and ready for our trip? The older man asked. Yes, sir, Izuku replied. Then let's head out to our training site. Alright, I'll order a taxi. Just give me a minute. No, we'll walk to our destination. Come on, let's go. Your training has already started, Kurigane said as he started to walk, carrying his bag. Izuku, however, fell comically from the revelation. Don't slack off now from the start. Yes, Karigane-sensei, Izuku replied as tears were coming out of his eyes. Something told him he won't make it out of the trip alive. After a few, some more hours of walking, Izuku and Kurigane finally arrived to their destination. The place had a nice hut by a river. Around the hut were many beautiful trees, and if you looked behind the hut and the trees, you could see a cliff with a waterfall that led to the river. Sure enough, Izuku was tired, but he couldn't help but look around the beauty of this place. This is so beautiful, Izuku simply said as he kept looking around. For the next 2 weeks, you're going to train here. You can rest for today and look around. Just don't go deep in the forest or you might get lost, Karigane said. Alright, sensei, Izuku said as he went to put his bag in the hut. Dinner is at 6. You better sleep early. We're going to start training early in the morning, Karigane pointed out. Alright, I'll go and have a look around. See you later. The next day. Okay guys, I'll end it here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye. 1, 2, 3